Well, first of all, I want to thank you.
Yeah, we're all in this together, aren't we? Yeah.
You opened up with momentum, and I feel like I've been living in momentum for the last year.
Yeah.
And
Momentum, law of attraction, vibration, law of attraction, momentum, trajectory, manifestation. Don't you love knowing that? Momentum and trajectory, Esther's two new favorite words. If it's something she wants, pour on the concentration. Something she doesn't want, change the subject. Yeah.
So really, I mean, probably a few months ago I would have had lots of questions, but today I feel like I'm living in my dream reality right now.
Well, your dream reality is coming to you. We like those words. I'm living my dream reality. I am realizing my dream reality. I'm so in my grid is so in vibrational sync with my vibrational reality that now my vibrational reality is showing me at every turn another piece of something I put there.
Yes.
Just sort of spoon feeding it to me, surprising and delighting me all along my trail. Yeah.
That's exactly what's happening, and,
yeah.
and it's amazing. I'm an artist, and one thing that I would love clarification on is I've heard you say a few times that, say for example, a singer or a painter, when they paint or when they sing, it's almost like meditating, or even better because you're creating. Could you expand a little bit on that?
Well, we really enjoy visiting with artists, musicians, because they understand this creative thing that we're trying to describe to everyone. Because you know what it feels like to be in alignment when it flows, and you know what it feels like to not be in alignment when it doesn't flow. So you have found a way, if you are having success at your craft, you have found a way to tune yourself to that frequency. So the thing that we want to insert into this really important discussion here is that what you're actually tapping into is that broader point of view. You're tapping into that consciousness that knows the depth and breadth, that knows the potential, that sees the image in your mind and knows exactly how to inspire you to the process to bring it about. In other words, it's one thing to go to a class where someone else just teaches you the basics, but it's another thing to tap into all of the great masters who have had all of those experiences and to stand in your moment, allowing them to have the thrill with you. You see, and this is the thing that so many of our artist friends have not understood, because you selfishly, and we like that you are, selfishly say, well, I would like to tap into the inspiration so that I can perform in a way that is meaningful and productive and effective and beneficial, and I get a lovely project at the end of it. I want to do it for all of those reasons. And we say, oh, but you've got to look at it from our point of view. When you get tuned in, when you are on the high-flying disc and you've got some momentum going so that you're up to speed with those artists, those masters of creation, and you allow yourself to be the receiver of their impulses, when you allow the great masters to paint through you, to sculpt through you, to live through you in that moment, and that thrill that you feel, that certainty that you feel, that confidence that you feel, that clarity that you feel, that's what co-creating with source energy feels like, you see. And did you hear the distinction? It's different than saying, Source, please help me do this. It's, Source, do this with me. And we want you to feel the appreciation that Source feels in your allowing of the doing. Now, don't misunderstand. We're with you all the time. We're flowing to you and through you. But it's like sometimes you're driving down the freeway and we know there's a traffic jam and we're giving you the impulse to do something else, and you override it with your human logic rather than feeling the inspiration. You see what we're getting at? Where when you're tuned in, when you live tuned into the frequency, and you've got those tools in your hands, those tools of creation in your hands, and you allow all of this energy to flow through you, to have the experience of creation with you, you see. That's what we meant when we say we're all in this together. Yes, you benefit. yes, we benefit. And when you feel that clarity, that's us, knowing. When you feel that sureness, that's us. When you feel that joy, that's us, reveling. When you feel that enthusiasm, that's us, you see. That's us, meaning the non-physical part of you, and all of us hanging around. You should see the parties we have when you are in your flow. Yeah. So it sort of puts a new understanding on this cycle of life, doesn't it? You think you're here living. We say, no, you're here living, and you're here living, and we're here living, and we're all living, and we're all living. The question is, how tuned in are you to the frequency of your source? Or a better question is, what is the frequency you're tuned into? And you can tell by the way you feel who you're tuned into, and you can tell how it turns out who you tuned into. Really lovely conversation.